7K in a pack of Doritos, 12K. Mind you, I put this up for 16 grand, 4.5, 11K in a case, 13K. We're getting better. What's the seat smell like? 6.5, 10K, 14K, 10 grand pickup today, 12.5. 13K, 6.5K because it needs blinker fluid, 5K, a zinger box and some chopped FG springs. This guy blows me up that offers me 6 grand, 9.5K, 11K today, $7,809. I wonder where he got that number from. 10K, 2K in the zinger box, 10K, 12 to 13K, 8K, 12K, 14.5K, 7.5 and another zinger box, heat for 10K, 15.5. Now we're talking. You can't lowball the lowballer, brother. Get out of here. 8K, 7K, 7. Six and a half grand. Let me show you how cheap I fixed it up. Let's go. Let's talk mechanics. We did a full service on the car. We put a new spark plug in it. We put a new oil in it. We put a new oil filter in it. We also replaced both brake pads at the front. Most importantly, remember the engine light kept going up. We fixed the crank sensor. Let's tally it up. So it was $408 for the service parts and $81 for the sensor. Let's run through the paint paddlework. The bottom before all the clear coat was coming off. Now it's clean and painted and that SS badge is gone. Before the bumper was barely even attached properly. We clipped it up and we lined it again. Now they're all aligned and they're painted and there's been chips at the back. The clear coat was coming off the lip before, now it's painted, it's flush. My inbox is... It's like a car yard. Have a go at this. So who wants a car? First up, we got Alan here with you. Okay.
Kao što znate, moj video je otišao globalno viralno na TikToku i za 2 dana je skupio preko 1.000.000 lajka. Sad zanima me koji je balkanski rekord, da li znate ko drži rekord za video sa najviše lajkova? Kao što znate...
Ja sam došao sam na ja sam dve kabel, ali da sam sad da se može, vrlo sam pao, se će izgledati.
Ja sam bio zbunjen. Kada sam uzeo ovo, da sam kućnik, da si kola sekundu. Ja sam začeo samo da nemam da kao, ali sam samo i Australian, čekao sam za
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Searching pass is played there. Silvestre is wide and looking to get onto this. Caught offside that time. Van Nistelrooy, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Sadiki, can he spark a counter here? Now it's Brobby, threads one in, now it's Lefay. An uncompromising challenge. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Messi gets into a good position. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. Crystal Palace with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great ball! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's come loose.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Brobby. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Nistelrooy. He's in plenty of space here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Played into space. There's the delivery. Deftly away. And he's picked it up out wide. Played it again. And it's hoisted clear. Well, they've got it again.
Sunderland always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. A heavy challenge. And that's gone loose. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And he's straight offside. Reynildo cuts out the pass. Now it's Brobby. Spread it left. Now it's Mbappe. It's played through for him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Alderete. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now Mukiele.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, super ball. Brobby showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Robbie really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
This looks promising. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy level...
Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Mbappe, can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. It's a promising position. And this is Bernardo's. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Crystal Palace presented with a golden opportunity here. This for 1-0. 1-0! Just one winner! And he does it with ice in his veins.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Crystal Palace penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. And now the breakaway. And it's been played through. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Some resolute defending there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Ambitious ball here. He's in a good position here. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Bernardo Silva. Coming on to replace number 20.
Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. And it's Lefebvre. Now this could be a chance. Crystal Palace perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Mukiele. Granit Xhaka. Pass is just off target. Mukiele. Now it's Brobby. And he's chosen to go back. No, it's come to nothing. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception. Sadiki.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Lefebvre has it in a wide position. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Palmer will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, that's been intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's played it in low. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 11, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 8, Kane. Number 17, Alex Grimaldo. Substitution.
Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. Crystal Palace have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Reinildo. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Can he get on the end of this? Palmer. Silvestre. And Gvardiol. And it's Van Dijk. Crystal Palace clearly now in lead preservation mode. That is ended up in no man's land. Early ball out from the back. He's through here. Donnarumma clears without hesitation. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Reinildo, Alderete, and Reinildo, and it's Xhaka. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Nistelrooy, and Van Nistelrooy! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, what's he done? Backward it goes. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Knocks it into space. That is good strength. Has a look and plays it forward. Lukiele. So what can they make of this? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And we're done. Crystal Palace have done it. They've achieved maximum points. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. It's of course round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
West Ham disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Somerville, good purposeful running this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Hazard. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Crystal Palace penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's gone for goal. Oh, it's a beauty. He's got himself an absolute peach. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the counter is on. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Castellanos. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's had a crack. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Silvesh. And he goes cross-field. Messi. Juve kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That has ended up in no man's land. Somerville has been caught there. It's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Pinches it off him. Socek. Now Somerville. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bowen. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Lovely feet. Platini. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. That's the keeper's ball.
Tevez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! Dispatched clinically. Into the lead once more. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then...
And the finish! And yes, it's there! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Castellanos.
Such good technique.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get rid.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's been flattened there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bernardo Silva. Platini. Over to the right flank. Messi gets into a good position.
Well played and well cleared.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Crystal Palace claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Vardiol. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Played into space. Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Silvestre made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Azar! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Now it's Castellanos. Pass is just off target. Somerville. It's a good foot in there. Crystal Palace can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Bowen. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a good run down the right.
Great feet, that.
He's got away. Very nicely done. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bowen picks it up out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
West Ham can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
To replace him is number 9, Wilson.
Crystal Palace are looking to go forward now. He can run onto that. A lot of space ahead of him. And Tevez! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Mavropanos. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Souček. And here's Wilson. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. Oh, just a keeper now! And he's got the beating of his man. Souček defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. West Ham have a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope.
Substitution on the field. Number 7 coming on the field is
Van Dijk has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Surely now! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely spread. Needs the return pass. That's a delicate pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. Van Nistelrooy, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Looking to play him in. He has a look up. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Bernardo Silva kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Palmer. Aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And he's intervened well there. Bernardo Silva calmly anticipates. And it's Palmer. And here's Tevez. And the shot!
added minute has been indicated.
No, not quite. Looking for options for movement. Palmer. Messi. So what can they make of this? Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. Socek. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That is good. And time is up. Crystal Palace come away having earned what they always set out to earn. The maximum. Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful atmosphere which will not be dampened by the steady rain overhead. It is a wet day, but this should be a wonderful game. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, Ouattara! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nicely shaped cross. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Platini has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is little doubt that Carlos Tevez will be a headline maker, a bringer of relentless drive and energy.
Yeah, he's dynamic, clever, and regardless of where he starts, he tends to play without a fixed position. I suspect he'll operate centrally, but his vision and work rate will mean he'll play out wide and deeper when needed. He's a nightmare for any defence to track.
That's him in action. Hazard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Tevez. Platini. Platini will not... And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ouattara. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Nice bit of skill and he's away. A quick look, thought about cutting it. Chance for a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ambitious ball here. That's a decent clearance. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. So it is still 0-0. Tries to play it through.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So it's away we go then. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And now the breakaway. Brought out wide. That has been slung wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Bullish header! He's delivered all right! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva. Jensen.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Azar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gets a good foot in there. And here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Van Nistelrooy, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, he's not getting past him there. Delivered across. And that has been knocked clear. Ouattara. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Silvestre.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi could move up a gear here. Tevez is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the header! Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. That's really well manoeuvred. Jensen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Out towards the flank. Looking for the run. Ouattara. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brentford clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's been won straight back. Messi. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception.
Crystal Palace certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a good-looking delivery. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, red, nice interception. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bernardo Silva. Platini. And Alexander-Arnold. And here's Tevez. Engages and forces him off the ball. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And here's Azar. Very nicely done. Azar with the delivery. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, this looks sharp. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking. Crystal Palace currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Of course they will.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Welcome the two sides.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Crystal Palace can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get onto this? Tevez conjures time and space where few can. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Silvestre. Some resolute defending there. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. Now it's Tevez. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And a neat finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Crystal Palace leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Played into space. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Crystal Palace have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And claimed it back swiftly. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Opts for safety. Platini running with it. Platini! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Now it's Mbappe.
Substitution.
And now they can spring it. He's had a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Number 6.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Crystal Palace have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Crystal Palace have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Vardiol. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. And he's cut it out.
Crystal Palace clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shoots! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and...
Big chance! And it's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Crystal Palace can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. They get a throw in. And back to the keeper they go.
There will be 5 minutes added.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Threads one in. He is through here. And this is Tevez.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Rice. He's having a hit! They want to be quick to... Oh, what has happened here? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Crystal Palace have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won this one. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were...
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Gakpo. He's having a pop! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, there is little doubt that Carlos Tevez will be a headline maker, a bringer of relentless drive and energy.
Yeah, he's dynamic, clever, and regardless of where he starts, he tends to play without a fixed position. I suspect he'll operate centrally, but his vision will mean he'll play out wide and deeper when needed. He's a nice... Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter.
And we're underway. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. Liverpool have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And this is Hazard. Jones. Great vision. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Cute ball now. How can it shoot? Sensational from Isak.
Acayip.
That is a gem, an absolute gem. And a trademark. So it's away we go then. This, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. And gets his head on it! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Liverpool are already chasing. He's had a shot! Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the referee's pulled play back and original offence. Now it's Jones. Oh, strongly challenged there. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. They get a throw in. And that's another throw. Konate. And it's Salah. Threads one in. Soboslai is in a really good position out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Jones. And it's Salah. And he was quick to react. Oh, can he get onto this? And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a goal kick. Now it's Gakpo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Jones. Now it's Szoboszlai. Driven in. Well, that's an excellent interception. Platini conjures time and space where few can. Gakpo.
That's good play from him.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's got his range wrong there. Silvesh. And Azar. Platini, distributed tidily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Messi. He is through here. Wirtz can get it clear. Applies the finish! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Platini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Salah. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gravenberg. That's destined for the flank. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he cuts out the supply.
Crystal Palace really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Tries a measured ball. It's out for a goal kick. Silvesh is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. It's a good run down the right. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. He's got away. The ball has bounced loose now. Robertson. Gakpo. Wirtz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Robertson. Messi. That's a good foray he's making. Van Nistelrooy. Van Dijk. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Crystal Palace are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
It's a quick one. Now he's off and running. Salah. And no, that was never going to make it. Donnarumma getting this one clear. And here's Mohamed Salah. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Wirtz is fouled. Soboslai! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Referee's given a throw. Nicely weighted ball. Gakpo. Drop. Oh, shooting chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And here's Gakpo. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Crystal Palace are still that goal to the good. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Soboslai.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead.
He's having a shot! Now, there's a terrific hit.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 10. Substitutions taking place.
Little pass back. Gravenberg tries to play it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Taking away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's picked it up out wide. Gakpo looking for the run. Played in by Robertson.
There
seemed no way back, but they are level. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Liverpool restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd...
Goes for a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Alexander-Arnold. That's going right the way across.
Crystal Palace really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Looking for the far post. Mbappe. And a chance! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And here's Chiesa. And he's intervened well there.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Yeah, man. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Deftly away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Palmer. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Real chance here.
Pucaj, parčinjoj,
There's the clearance.
parčinjoj sve.
That'll be a throw-in. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good mover. Oh, great leap! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Keep the ball. And that is as far as it goes. So a flat, disappointing end to the season.
Did you finish tabla? Huh? Uh-huh. Nothing. I'm gonna go get ready. I will be back.